legendary Jamie the Jet Tomeno, one of the best in the Wheeler Modified Tour, a former champion. The car comes from Charlotte, North Carolina, and it's only scheduled to run 5 events. And then back in the 5th spot on the inside, it is the number 3 car, Old Blue, and that's for Matt Swanson.
And they made radical changes to that car since Rowan Pennant drove it last year.
Ladies and gentlemen, we've waited so long for this. Get up and out of your seats. Give them a salute. Give them a wave. This is modified country. This is what short track racing is all about. From the Stafford Motor Speedway, we are green and racing for the 48th annual Napa Auto Parts Spring Sizzler.
Then getting the jump is Justin Bonsignor. Obi trying to retaliate. Quickly moving into the top 3 is Chase Dowling. Pastriak in 4th, and the leader of lap number 1, Doug Kobe by a half a car length.
Kobe takes the Navy automobile to the top side of the racetrack. He knows this track like the back of his hand. Meanwhile, Justin Bonsignor, with the Ryan Stone prepared car, starts to settle in for second. Second just isn't good enough. They're closer than most people park as he rumbles to the stripe.
Now Bonsignor leads lap number 2. So Bonsignor and Kobe exchange the lead. Dowling doing a good job holding on to this Pastriak. But as they bombard their way into the corner, a guy on the move, Timmy Salamito trying to overhaul the back bumper of the Patrick Emmerling car.
Salamito has had no luck at all this season. He's had a struggle. But Slyzaben has that neon orange and gray car hooked up into them. Back in front is Pastriak running in the 3rd spot. Meanwhile, the birthday boy, one of the oldest drivers in the field, Dave Zapienza, 54 years of age, is currently sitting among the top 5 cars. Patrick Emmerling. You might consider it a long shot now, but Emmerling, what a drifter. And I think that was the turning point in his career, in that neon yellow number 07 car. Keep your eyes on Emmerling.
And he said this is the fastest car he has ever brought with him to Stafford. Now, Matt Swanson started 5th, has dropped back to 8th. Don't be alarmed. I think that's Matt Swanson's strategy to try to go under the radar for the first half of the race and then come on strongly in the second half.
There's no question about it. He is very, very quick. Meanwhile, we've got a caution out on the field.
It looks like J.B. Fortin in car number 34 is underneath the Napa Auto Care sign. So the rookie competitor, J.B. Fortin, has finished
20th. TAS Country Homes car. And then to the outside, the Dolly's number 75 car. And that, of course, is Chris Pastriak. Then it's Dave Zapienza back in the 5th spot on this restart. So let's see what's going to happen as we are about ready to get him fired back up to green. Lights are off from Whelen Engineering, first name and light sirens and safety services throughout the field as they come off turn number 4. The pace is picture perfect. They glisten in the sun. The green is out, Matt, and Bonsignor has a little bit of giddy up down to turn 1.
I like his right foot was good foot. As he slammed on the gas, but here comes Kobe. They are dead even heading into the 3rd corner. Slight advantage for Bonsignor, and Dowling has a slight advantage over Chris Pastriak for the number 3 slot.
Well, that's all happening. Jeff Kobe makes a bonsai move from the inside of the but he can't quite do it. Tucks it back into formation. Meanwhile, Dowling back into the 3rd spot. Pastriak becomes the tail that wags the dog here. Off turn number 4, behind them, it's a gaggle of cars, and nobody is stepping out of line.
Boy, the 16 car, looking like the 16 car, almost was able to get underneath Sapienza, and when he failed to do that, he almost left the door open for Craig Lutz.
There's no question about it. Meanwhile, Kobe continues to use the front bumper. They call it the chrome horn. There's no chrome here. It's basic black and racing as he continues to tap on the back bumper of Justin Bonsignor. 2 great legendary crew chiefs on these 2 automobiles. Ryan Stone, who helped Bonsignor win the title just 1 year ago, and the legendary Phil Moran, who has been the number 2 car of Doug Kobe. Let's look a little further back in the field map and see what's happening there. And you were right, Tim Salamito, car number 16, neon orange and gray, is working its magic through the field.
Eric Goodale, he is at the bottom of the top 10 in car number 58. A little bit of daylight now opened up by Bonsignor, but the action is being created by Salamito as he is looking for a crevice underneath Dave Sapienza. Two guys from Long Island duking it out.
There's no question about it, and they continue to show their potential and muscle. Meanwhile, look a little further back, just out of the top 10, and we see things starting to develop a little further back. Ronnie Silk, along with Robbie Summers, and the number 54 car of Catalano. Now, Catalano surprised a lot of folks in the early outings of the season here. Now, he didn't surprise me because at New Smyrna Speedway, he was turning some heads for the past 3 years during the course of Speed Weeks running the open wheel modifieds. And he's showing that he learned his lessons well.
Now, Matt Swanson is drifted to 11. And I think that's probably his game plan. In the first half of the race and not put any wear and tear on that car. They're bouncing around in turn number 3. Sapienza in the dirt. He recovers. That was a pretty good save by Sapienza because it looked like he was going through John Deere country and he learned to tell about it.
He's having a big day, 54 years of age, one of the oldest drivers on the tour, but he was running with the big dogs, and that's a car prepared by the Grasso brothers. Meanwhile, we look back, a little further back, the top 3 cars, now all of a sudden, Bonsignor is still the leader, and all of a sudden, Chase Dowling is starting to pick up the pace just a bit, with 22 circuits now complete. A little further back in the field, still we haven't seen some of the clean rise to the top. Moving the leader to looking them off, but he's at the bottom.
Comes Lutz, as Lutz trying to bury his way underneath Salamito, and Lutz will finish the move. So Craig Lutz is a man with some upward mobility.
And behind him is the Goodale machine, and directly behind him is Anthony Nocella. Nocella might be considered an underdog, but he competes in midget racing as well as on the Valente Modified Series, and he's had championships and a lot of success to prove just that.
I think the first time he came to Stafford, he was in a super modified. Look at Chase Dowling has narrowed the gap and separated him from Kobe. So Chase Dowling doing a good job keeping Bonsignor and Kobe honest.
Well, during today's practice session, Chase Dowling was at the bottom of the top 15. But when they came out to run the time trial, the group time trial, he moved quickly to the top 4 positions. So Dowling is a man who is patient, even though he's 21 years of age. He does not have a permanent ride in this series this year by his own choice. He is only going to run 4 or 5 races, and he's going to go back down south to try a modified down there as well. Currently, 26 laps are showing here at the Stafford Motor Speedway. This is the Napa Auto Parts Spring Sizzler, and her build is the greatest race in the history of spring.
Craig Lutz is moving in on Patrick Emmerling. Let's pay attention to that battle as Emmerling looking for some elbow room. And Lutz is right there. Salamito is moving in, and so is Goodale. So we have 3 guys from Long Island chasing Buffalo's Patrick Emmerling.
There's no question about it. That's not the Long Island Shuffle. That's just good, hard, clean racing as they continue to perform their perfection. Woody Pickett has come to life for a short time there. Now he's backed out of it. Meanwhile, down the back straightaway, things are starting to single out. 29 laps are showing on the board here at Stafford, but the real story is going to be lap traffic because it's just ahead of our leaders, Matt, as they thunder back off turn number 4. The margin between Bonsignor and between Doug Kobe is so close at this particular time.
But Chase Dowling having another incredible run. This is only his 2nd appearance on the tour. And right now, he has invaded the top 3. Here comes Goodale, making a bold move underneath Salamito. And it is Goodale, the Wolverine, able to submarine his way underneath Salamito.
That was not the story, though, Matt. The story was Lutz, because just as Salamito was doing that, Lutz made the move and put his machine to the inside of Patrick Emmerling, and he picked up yet another spot. Traffic, Wade Cole, car number 33. On the, trouble now. right in the line of fire between turns 1 and 2. It looks like 3 or 4 cars. Buckeye is involved. We'll try to check to find out the other cars involved. Yeah. The third row is made up of the inside. It looks like the Lutz machine has worked its way up to contend. We are not surprised at that, me and Matt, at all. In addition to that, the 16 car of Timmy Salamito. He's trying to get the monkey off his back, and he has just had so much hard luck. Let's see what's going to happen as they're about to get him fired up. Green, 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 and they're racing to the bottom of turn 1.
And there are 27 cars on the lead lap. Here comes Chase Dowling, trying to take second away from Doug Colby. And it looks like
Chase Dowling moves to the inside. Remember, he finished runner-up in this race 1 year ago. And like a blink of an eye, all of a sudden, Lutz has moved in, stays glued to the back bumper of the he tucks it back in the line. Monsignor, Dowling, right there with him is Colby, and right on the back bumper is Lutz. Now, Lutz has come from the 11th starting spot, Matt, to work his way up into the top 4, and he is here in the Napa Spring Sizzler.
I think in the mover and shaker territory, you can also put in Timmy Salamito.
Trouble.
And Woody hits the wall hard.
Woody Pitcat in the Watts machine has run the wall down the back straightaway. As the field comes down the back straightaway, now Woody fires it back up.
Almost got into the crosshairs of Justin Bonsignor.
The entire field was thundering at speeds in excess of 100 plus. Back in 26th position with that 45. Remember, he was back behind the wall. Woody Pitcat is returning. Buckeye is returning. And Melissa Fifield is returning. Melissa Fifield competes in the Whelen Modified Tour as one of the only female drivers. The original Whelen Modified Tour driver that stood out as a female contestant was Renee Dupre, who was a front runner in the competition for modified racing and one of the pioneers in this business. Nope, they are 3 wide, a little further back, but they do go to green, Matt, and that was a crazy situation.
But making sense of it, Justin Bonsignor, as he regains his lead, he's getting a challenge from Chase Dowling. Dowling in his hip pocket. Here comes Colby on the inside as he rabble-rouses his way underneath Chase Dowling.
Off the turn, Dowling holds on to the outside lane. Doug Colby is right there on the bottom. The Mayhew machine moves back into second. Dowling gets a nice run for it, high, wide, and holds him as he heads down the back straightaway. Salamito has broken into the top 5. Dave Zapienza spun earlier, and he's back into the top 6. Off turn number 4, Colby settles back into second. Monsignor is still the leader of the event.
It looks like Lutz might be contemplating a move underneath Chase Dowling. Let's see what happens as they fireball their way into turn 3. It's not happening yet. A pretty good battle between Sapienza and Salamito. That is for the final spot in the top 5. Then we have Joey Muchacharo. His first ever relay tour race is running 7th, the youngster from Wolcott.
Now, he has not been in many races this season, but he is running very strong and aggressive as he works his magic among the top positions here. Meanwhile, as we continue to watch the action up front, Doug Colby has enough power to roll in and give a little smooch to the back bumper of Justin Bonsignor every so often. But there's no love affair there. It's a story of success.
And there is some frantic action coming off of turn number 4. Almost half the field seemed to be there. Johnny Catalano doing a good job on the inside. But the driver in the spotlight, Justin Bonsignor, the clear and present danger behind him is named Doug Colby.
It certainly is. Then it's Chase Dowling setting in the 3rd spot. Then it's the Lutz machine in position number 4. Timmy Salamito is up to 5. 6th position is Dave Zapienza. Then in the 7th position is Muchacharo, and that's a big surprise, as you said, but it doesn't seem to be a surprise at all for him because he is trying to shake off Sammy Ramos, the outstanding rookie, and he's not having an easy time with it, Matt, whatsoever.
Joey Booth started his career in the Legends. We have a problem in turn 4.
Rip Kima gets in trouble with car number 32, and it appears that Rob Summers is off the pace. The Steve LeMay prepared, Murphy, the Irish Angels machine. Car number 64 just broke something.
Boy, the Black Cat continues to bite Rob Summers right in the throat.
We've got a caution coming out on the field. So the caution flag comes out.
Do you think we'll be seeing some?
We have doubled the field up. Now remember, I want you to think about the pit strategy. Dowling stayed out on the racetrack. Nocella stayed out on the racetrack. The 58 machine story is pretty much the same. Ronnie Silk is the same. Watch it unfold. Will that be their Achilles heel, or will that be, well, their story of success? Here they come. Green flag is out, and Dowling is not running for the points, but by leading a lap, he's going to get a point back.
And he emptied in his right there with him. We have a problem with Jimmy Blewett. He is in Mother Nature Boulevard on the backstretch, looking to get back out onto the asphalt, and he does. So a little sidestep by Jimmy Blewett, and now he's at the rear of the field, coming into pit.
He certainly is. The story now is not the story for the lead, because Chase Dowling is literally pulling away from the competition there. But it is a story between Kyle Bonsignor, who won the fall final here at Stafford, in that Battleship gray and pink number 22 car that has now worked its way up to the top 5. Now, why is that so impressive? He did it early, and he has come from the back. He's down underneath Ronnie Silk. He just drove by him as they come. Oh, Matt, car number 3. It appears that the old Brew machine has a problem as Swanson drops out of the event.
And he is spinning over green, which means he is virtually out of the running of the Spring Sizzler. So he takes it behind the wall. The afternoon appears to be done for Matt Swanson. It is Chase Dowling. Now, he has not come into pit at all, and he is pulling away. Remember, the name of the game is to try to save your tires for the end of the race. Here comes Goodale as he scalpels his way underneath the Nocella to move into second.
Let's look at timing and scoring. Last circuit by. Chase Dowling's time was 18.845. Anthony Nocella, 18.968. And Patrick Emmerling was the first car in the 19-second bracket.
So there was a tour race last year.
Strong.
There was a tour race last year, Ben, where Chase Dowling didn't come into pit when a lot of people thought that he should. But that was on a different team and a different day. Right now, he is going as fast with old tires as many of those guys who changed one are going.
Certainly is. So he is setting a blistering pace at the point. Let's look a little further back, just at the bottom of the top 10, because Craig Lutz is coming back through traffic like the hot knife through butter. He's making his presence known. The one car, we haven't talked about Jeff Rocco, as he is thundering to the front of the field, along with the Blake car, and Doug Colby is running there. Colby has worked his way back up just out of the top 10. Doug Colby is running in the 11th position, currently as we speak.
And Colby is one of the best on the tour, bobbing and weaving his way through traffic as Catalano makes an adventuresome move underneath Rob Summers to pick up a position. Let's see how long it takes Colby to make a move against Blake Barney.
Well, it appears
right now he's doing it.
He's going to do it, and he makes it look so easy. And who's up? We've got another yellow. Melissa Fifield goes into the wall off turn number 4. Last week, we had Chase Dowling in our broadcast booth, and he mentioned about this, and he said, I am not only going to be the driver today, but I'm going to be the crew chief today.
But one advantage they have, because you can only change one tire at a time, you only need 3 crew members over the wall instead of 6. That will help out the 99 team. They don't need that many bodies to change the tires.
Off turn number 4, the green flag flies here under the sun at the Stafford Motor Speedway. And the gaggle of cars that follow.
And he with the most gaggling right now is Eric Goodale.
Nocella now makes a bid as Eric Goodale is alongside, and now Goodale has moved into the running. Like the Tom and Jerry go through the little cat-mouse action as they head down the back straightaway.
Nisella took the spot away, and Goodale pounding and pounding the back bumper to try to get that spot back.
Look at Emmerling run high on the outside of the racetrack. In the top 5, it is running in the upper groove. Bottom shot, here comes Kyle Bonsignor with the number 22 car. Matt, he was so strong at the fall final, and look at the day. Legendary drivers like Mike Stefanik pull them off. And for second, here they come, the gas machine.
He might take Bonsignor with him. And here is Kyle Bonsignor getting underneath the cellar.
And gone in a zone of his own at the front of the field is Chase Dowling with car number 99. Last time by, he went in 18.782.
And he is leading by almost 2 seconds. 1.9 the difference between he and Goodale.
Further back at the bottom of the top 10, Pastriak is in the 75. But it's still 90 laps and counting.
Boy, Lutz was going to go underneath Ronnie Silk, and he determined he didn't have enough room, and he stepped back.
Down at the bottom, Matt, of the top 15, we've got a good battle going on. Whatever the problem was with Robbie Summers' car earlier, it is all but fixed because he is starting to work his way through. Let's go off the second turn. We have Dave Zapienza down in the dirt, but he brought it back up and saved the day. He is side by side as they come off turn number 4 with the number 19.
Sapienza's been in the dirt a couple of times, like he's driving a mountain bike. And that lead continues to get larger for Chase Dowling. What an incredible performance.
94 of 200 in the Napa Auto Parts Spring Sizzler. 15 minutes to the top of the hour under the sun here at the Stafford Motor Speedway. And this is... And there is a battle going on. Justin Bonsignor. Bonsignor has moved back onto the podium. Car number 51, the Ryan Stone prepared car, is up to the 3rd spot. Was still in with a 19.211, while Dowling at an 18.855. That is sizzling hot for 97 laps in with no tire.
3.9 seconds. That's about as big as the length of the Grand Canyon between Goodale and Dowling. It's something that hasn't happened very often in the Spring Sizzler.
This time, Dowling comes off turn number 4, brings it down to the stripe. And also, as we watch, on the last circuit, and here is the halfway down and halfway to go. In the Napa Auto Parts Spring Sizzler with $90,000 in posted awards. Chase Dowling has been one of 3 leaders, and he has led more circuits than anyone else. Let's check the times again, Matt. Dowling is... a 19.256.
Cipriano in trouble on the backstretch as he is underneath.
Great run back up to 3rd. Patrick Emmerling in the 4th spot. Timmy Salamito consistent in 5. Chris Pastriak back up to 6th. Woody Pitkat back up to 7th. Tyler Ripkema back up to the 8th spot. 9th spot is Sammy Ramo, and rounding out the top 10 is Timmy Calamito.
And the interesting thing will be to see how Kobe and Bonsignor respond to fresh rubber.
Green flag is back out, and Chase Dowling has a car that looks like it's running on rails at the front of this field. Dowling is out in front and is pulled away in less than half a mile by 2 car lengths. But that's not the story for second. That time, Kyle Bonsignor got a little loose coming off the turn, Matt, and look who's there on the outside.
And that is Patrick Emmerling in a 07, trying to move into 3rd as they are surgically attached coming off the corner, and the advantage goes to Bonsignor, but only by a cookie club.
There is literally a pack of cars that are there, and nobody's giving up an inch on the racetrack. All of a sudden, that time, Chris Pastriak had to back out of it just a bit. Remember, Woody Pitkat went down a lap as he got stuck on the backstretch over there and stopped on the racetrack, and now Woody Pitkat has come to life. He's got the watch machine back contending and working its way to the front of the field. Pitkat is up to 7th.
And 2 cars running side by side. That is Ripkema, but he cannot keep his momentum, and Lutz is right behind him. Doug Kobe trying to tear through the field. He is up to 11th. He has come from 14th to 11th in about 4 laps.
Amazingly enough, Chase Dowling's last time by was a time of 18.841. Eric Goodale, the second place car, 19.149, and Kyle Bonsignor, 19.188. There is only 1 car in the 18-second bracket. It is Chase Dowling. He is on the same set of tires for 115 laps and is the fastest car on the racetrack.
I think those tires might wind up in the Hoosier Hall of Fame, as he is getting the most out of that. Is leading by 1.7 seconds over Eric Goodale.
Keep your eyes on Doug Kobe. Now Kobe is coming to the front of this field. He is back in the 11th spot. Not going to stay there for very long. There is literally a scramble there, and now Kobe sneaks down low, and he's bringing Nacella to the front of the class. And Dave Zapienza, he just refuses to be left out of this big dance.
So Doug Kobe trying to penetrate the top 10, and here he comes.
Trouble.
And we have Fracas in turn 2. Out of about 5 cars involved.
Car number 64, Bobby Summers was involved.
Jimmy Blewett was involved.
The 77 of Putnam was involved. And then Dave Zapienza is at 124 up on the board.
So we can expect to see Kobe and Bonsignor back to put on their final tires.
You know, the big story there also is that we have been checking and comparing times. And you might not think this, but Bonsignor is kind of riding this thing out. And the same can be said for Chase Dowling. But what an amazing story. With 124 circuits, he has not been down on pit road.
And Eric Goodale trying to pressure him on this restart, and he can't stay with the 99 again.
Nobody seems to be able to do that, but breaking away into second. In turn number 1, car number 1 for Jeff Rocco, and we believe the second car is the Anthony Nacella. And he's a thrifty young man, Matt. I want you to know that. A thrifty young man.
Now, you always take a gamble trying to go from the rear of the field back up through the front. Sometimes you can do it, sometimes you run into traffic. So the moment a chase has arrived,
it looked like that Doug Colby and Bonsignor have been riding it out for quite some time now. That's not the story. Goodale is not getting the grip in his hand, but he looked out because here comes Rex. He runs like a rocket to the outside. Pasternak is in the third spot, as Patrick Emmerling is looking to pick up some points if he can lead some laps. But Goodale is not going to shake it off. 4, 6, 8 cars under the old proverbial blanket. They bump and they grind off turn number 4, but it's still Goodale, the leader.
Emmerling, he is laminated to the fire suit of Eric Goodale.
Here he comes on the outside.
Getting pressure on. And we have a mess on the backstretch. Max Sackham is a man involved.
So the caution, no caution is coming out. Sackham also has had, back to the front of the field. Here comes Pasternak. This Pasternak making a bid field in the runner-up position.
He has room coming off of turn number 4. Let's see if he is quick enough to cash in. Emmerling is sitting on his lap in the battle for second and third. Chase Dowling has moved up to the 11th.
He is driving like a man possessed to get to the front of this field. Goodale is still the leader of the pack. Here comes Doug Colby. He's boxed in, and he's the trail the flags are down there. But he lost 4 positions on the racetrack.
So Chase Dowling backpedals to the 11th spot.
Meanwhile, Ronnie Silk is emerged among the top 5 cars. Lutz is directly behind him. Off the turn and down the back straightaway. Right there with him. And keep your eyes further back in the field.
All day, Colby and Bonsignor trying to track him down and run.
And sets his sights on the Carroll 25. Back up front. New leader of the team. The one that led lap number 1. Caution flag is out. The Chris Pastriak's car literally rode the wall. Look behind the scoreboard where it says K and N. And we will second. Ronnie Silk. Calvin Carroll is in that row as well, and then it's Chase Dowling and the number 45 machine for Tim Catalano. I think an interesting point here, Matt, is Doug Colby has won this year, Bonsignor has won this year, and Ronnie Silk has won this year, and those are the top 3 cars.
Boy, you figured it out, and Calvin Carroll, 22nd in the standings, has finished 21st, 32nd, and 19th.
There is the green going back on 149. And car number 2, Doug Colby, back in command. The movers and shakers of Ronnie Silk, Bonsignor, Chase Dowling, and a surprise, Calvin Carroll. Watch Dowling as he's coming to the front of the class, as now Dowling has moved into the 3rd spot.
Well, he has inside position now. He is going after Colby. Ron Silk has the lead. Colby hanging on to second by his toenails. And here comes Dowling as he whirlwinds his way into the top 2.
Dowling is back on top of his game. We'll check the times and timing and scoring. 40 laps to go, rather, as they work their magic. Down the back straightaway. Dowling has moved into second. Montanuro right there with him in the third position. And now Doug Colby's car. And look at Timmy Salamino, Matt. We have counted him out on a couple of occasions, but not now. Here comes Chase Dowling. All over Ronnie Silk. Bonsai move. Bottom of turn 3. Off the turn. Chase Dowling moves into position number 1 on lap 163 with a time of 18.823, correction 18.676.
But what's the question? Hanging over that number 99. It is having a fuel to go the distance. He's pulling away from Ron Silk.
Justin Bonsignor is still back in the third spot. Colby in 4, Salamino in 5. Kyle Bonsignor moving forward in 6th. Ripkina in 7th, Rudy Pickett 8th, Aventuro in 9th, and Blake Barney rounding out the top 10. Let's take a look at the time. 18.651. Trouble down the front straightaway. Our number 25.
Once again, the ripple effect started as there was a couple...
And Doug Colby is in the 15th position with car number 2. So even with a 2-tire pit stop, he is already in the 15th position when he comes back out. Here they come off turn number 4. And there is the green. And Dowling again just pulls away. Meanwhile, Silk is there, and Timmy Salamino is in a side-by-side battle with Justin Bonsignor. The evil
and Bonsignor showing the same punch device as they rumble into the second corner. Dowling trying to pull away again.
As he heads off the turn, Bonsignor has moved in, and we've got another yellow. And we've got a car around in turn number 4, Matt.
J.B. Fortin, one of those cars involved, and the other.
You know those places where they fuel up quick? And he better make it real quick.
Well, it looks like we are ready to resume green flag racing with Ronnie Silk and Justin Bonsignor in the front row. Here comes Dowling out of the pit.
That was really just a splash and go, guys. Okay, he will be up to the 16th position. And there is the green. And that did not move through the... Drops off the pace. Chase Dowling's machine drops off the pace. Caution flag is out of the field.
Looks like they needed more than a splash. As Ben is listening in types of 5s. Who will get the best guess? Will it be Ron or will it be Justin Bonsignor? Let's see what happens.
From the 7th position up to the top 4, and I don't think he's done yet. Look at Salamino. not done. 178 now complete. Inside lane. Woody Pitcat. What a great run from Pitcat. He's overcome controversy. He's overcome... Oh! They were...
We're pretty good right now. Just need a run here. These yellows keep hurting us in the outside lane here. Hopefully we can get a good start here. And Silky's always tough, and we'll see. There's about 20 to go or so in the Sizzler, so it's all bets are on right now.
And guys, that's the word from Justin Bronson, U.S. crew chief, Brian Starling.
Well, Woody Pitcat makes it back out, Matt, and he moves back into position here, and kind of interesting strategy there.
Yeah, and you know what's interesting? Lutz third and Goodale fourth. They had issues at the end of the icebreaker running third and fourth.
Well, it's still Ronnie Silk, the dominant car at the point. They're working him over, and there comes Lutz. Craig Lutz. Slingshot move to the bottom. Doug Colby is there. Bonsignor and Silk is in the upper groove, but it is Craig Lutz to take over the lead on 184 of 200 in the Napa Auto Parts Spring Sizzler.
And he is trying to pull away from Colby and Silk. Craig Lutz looking for his first ever Whelen Tour modified win. Here comes Colby, the 5-time champion. Silk, the 1-time champion. Bonsignor, the 1-time champion. They're all going after the Lutz cracker.
There's no question about it as they head down the back straightaway. Bonsignor gets shuffled back in the outside lane. He moves back to the bottom of the top 5. But as they rumble back off turn number 4, now it is a great battle going on with Eric Goodale and Max Zackham. Zackham is another one of those individuals that has been up and down in the food chain for today's event, but he has now found a home back into the top 5.
And finding a hole behind him is Emmerling, trying to get underneath Bonsignor, who is starting to fade.
The clock is ticking, and time is starting to run out. Craig Lutz being chased down by Doug Colby. Lutz has the desire for his first victory on the Whelen Modified Tour, and Doug Colby has been there and done that on so many occasions. As a 5-time champion, we talked about his helmet bag and all of those leisure victory, and there he goes! Doug Colby, slingshots down underneath Lutz. Doug Colby, the leader of lap number 1, is now the leader on 189.
And does Lutz have time and have enough car to get him back? In third is Silk, holding off Goodale. Max Zackham in the top 5, but in the top 1, Doug Colby. Here comes Lutz. Down to 10 laps to go, and we have a barn burner. It's Lutz looking for some inside room.
While that is happening, there's a battle for the 3rd and the 4th spot. Ronnie Silk is being literally worked over by Goodale. Max Zackham is there, Emmerling is there, and Justin Bonsignor. But off turn number 4, the countdown continues. Here comes Craig Lutz again. Down to the lower apron, can't do it. Colby slams the door. There's no room at the end this time.
Looked like he had some leverage, but Colby took it away. Let's see what Colby does. Slower car in their way. Wade Cole, will that become a factor? A little tussle between Zackham and Goodale. No harm done.
But it's
the last thing Colby wants is a yellow flag.
Doug Colby continues to set a blistering pace. We'll look at the timing. Last time by, 18.689, and Lutz, 18.777.
Well, let's get close enough to take one more shot. Here he comes. Does he have some elbow room? Once again, Colby slams the door. As Colby leading by about the length of a tongue depressor, down to the final 6 laps.
He works his magic to the bottom of turn number 1. There's clear track in front of our 1st and 2nd place cars. Colby comes off the turn like a rocket. Deep into turn number 3. Lutz can reel him in. But as they come off turn number 4, watch Colby as he steps on the gas. There is 5 laps to go. 5 laps remaining. Matt Kobe still got the lead, but look a little further back. With Dale and Max Zackham, along with Ronnie Silk, got a good battle.
Yeah, they are having a party back behind our co-leaders. Kobe, he can expect one more challenge from Lutz as we head to the wire into Sizzler. Silk has third. Going to the outside of Goodale is Max Zackham, looking to move into fourth place.
Good run for Max Zackham. Meanwhile, back up front, Greg Lutz just tapped the back bumper of Kobe. Now he tries to crossover move. It doesn't work. It's still Kobe, the leader of the pack, as they head back to the stripe. This time, Greg Lutz is looking for the opportunity. That one slip up, but when you're Doug Kobe, it never seems to happen. 198 of 200 circuits. Tap to the back bumper again. He lets him know he's there, Max.
Let's see what Lutz does, heading into turn number 3, as he tries to tomahawk his way underneath Kobe. Slower car gets out of the way. We are down to the final lap. Lutz is running out of opportunity.
Lutz tried to make the bull move to the bottom, off turn number 2. Doug Kobe shakes him off as they head down into turn number 3. Ladies and gentlemen, they work their magic off turn number 4. Checkered flag is out. The greatest race in the history of spring. Doug Kobe has done it again with the running of the Napa Spring Sizzler. Greg Lutz will finish in second unofficially.
Try to find me a girl or two. I hope you find me a redhead, 'cause I've never been a woman, but I better be a good time. That's right. Just won't have a good time.